In my first film, and years ago, it's the not digital. It's the film.
Right.
I prefer film because I don't like very much the aesthetical and the appearance of the HD, the video, the digital.
Picture.
Yeah.
But I guess if you work with the material you have, and you work with it with the seriousness as though it was film, like then it's really you can work with both.
The more important thing is the story, and if the story looks great in digital, it's okay.
How do you feel about competing with films that have maybe a completely different genre than yours?
I'm really proud that we have a story that's told in such a visually different way. It's a unique film in itself, but then in a way they're all sort of unique. So I don't know how the jury decides.
I was in the jury a few years ago,
Right.
and when I'm in the jury, I go by gut instinct.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like very personal.
At the Sundance Awards, one of the presenters was really funny. He said, "Art isn't a competition, but if it were, these would be the winners." So I just kind of think of that.
It's kind of a relief for the audience, especially to like see different types of movie. You know, before my movie is a Canadian musical, so it's like I don't know. I like it very much.
How big was your budget for this movie?
It was like this little. I got like a little money from the school, like really a little money, and then I saved up money and my parents contributed, so it made up like a whole amount of 5,000 euros.
It's like 1,000 plus euros.
$2,000.
$2,000 US dollars, yes.
We raised about 133,000 in cash from the Canada Council for the Arts, the Alberta Foundation for the Arts, and the Edmonton Arts Council, so the federal, provincial, and municipal levels of funding.
Of course, it was just a lot of asking friends for help. Many of them are not talking to me anymore.
We shot 24 hours.
Wow.
Without permit.
I don't think it's to expend more money would make it better, a better movie. I work with very nice people and professional people, so I think it's the perfect budget.
You do feature films as well, and it's your main priority, you know, shooting movies. But does it pay your rent? Is that your only job?
Well, not really. Not. It's like a combination of everything.
Okay.
Like I do film, I do music, I do publishing, literature, and I also other stuff. You know, so it's like a combination, like multiple revenues, like multiple.
Right.
It does not pay my rent, but I achieve like many things, like funds from my government. That pays for a little, a bit of my expenses, and I actually work at in a company, and like publicity, and do commercials. So
He works in advertising.
in advertising.
Last month, yes.
I can speak to that. I have several jobs. I teach music, I compose music, and I also work 2 days a week in a cafe, which I actually really enjoy. I enjoy the social aspect of it, and I'm a very good barista. So I can make a mean cappuccino, and it helps to pay the rent. And in fact, it's nice to have that variety in my life. I think if I were doing only one thing week after week, I'd get very bored. I like to have the variety in my life, so it's nice to have a few different jobs.
And I'm at a place where the films pay for themselves, but they don't pay for me yet. Full time. So I have a day job at the Film Co-op in Edmonton, where we collectively own a whole bunch of gear and help people seize the means of production and do it themselves. So we have a gear depot and we run classes and workshops, and so that's my day job. It's still involved, but it's not full-time filmmaking for me yet.
I'm also producer of scientific documentaries in Chile. I'm a general producer in this company.
Did you ever go to film school? And
Not really.
not really.
I studied literature, poetry, fiction.
I think everybody can tell a story actually, but the way you approach the story, maybe you can. It's better if you do film school because they like. I think the stories are better built.
For me, it was very important to make this school because it's very creative and experimental school. It's for me it's important, but it's possible exists one good actor, without school, you know? But for me it's important.
It's 4 years of just, making films, and your whole life revolves around the creative decisions you're making for your projects. So, that is a great opportunity, and I think that's mostly why I wanted to go. But it comes with a very high price tag to do that. So we're just doing our own best version of that with these projects, one-to-one. And it's why I've tried to make each project quite different from the last one, because I was approaching it like, if I was in film school, I'd get assignments to try to push me past my comfort zone. So I was just trying to do that.
If you want to do something, read about it, watch all the films you want to watch, shoot as much as you want, write, explore yourself, and talk to filmmakers, listen to what you want to hear, be inspired, it's the great filmmakers from the past didn't go to film school.
Young men or young girls who want to do movies and want to tell stories, I'm very open to that to happen, because it's like the main thing for telling stories, like you really want to tell it, So I'm open to that.
And when I get out of school, which will happen someday, I know. I think no, I have to work in film. That's just my thing,
Right.
I think I found what I love, and it's film.
No plan B.
No plan B. No.
I love it.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.